would you ever consider doing a collab with the guys at NASA Space Flight? It'd be super cool to see the camera robotics and networking they've developed and use for rocket launch tracking and live streams. Maybe petabyte build for them too. Yeah, we actually have a contact at the Canadian Space Agency now.
Do we really?
Yeah, he reached out saying like, I can't join full time, but we would be interested in like consulting or helping with labs.
Interesting.
So I mean that could be cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. I mean, we're down to collab. I think you guys overestimate the simplicity of making a video about sciencey stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a challenging thing to make engaging to an average viewer, and we're at a point where LTT can't upload a video that only appeals to 100,000 people. That is not sustainable for our company. Everything we upload has to at least appeal to 1 million people. So whenever we do something that's like, holy crap, look at this thing, there has to be enough that is relatable to our consumer, our predominantly consumer audience.
If you were able to check out like the control center at Houston, I think that might be transferable enough.
Yeah, but okay, the problem with that is that you'd have to have complete enough access to it.
Oh yeah.
That you're able to make a compelling video.
Which might not be possible.
If they came in and they were just like,
you get a standard tour.
Here's this room. What does that do? That's classified.
Yeah.
What does that do? Classified. That's not a video. There's no video.
Agreed.
So that's one of the ground rules that we have. Anytime someone brings us in to do a piece of content about something that's more industrial or more enterprise, is we basically go, okay, look, it's going to have to be unfettered. If I ask you to pull up your raised cable management floor, you say how high? How many tiles do you want removed? If I say I want to crawl around in it, you say, when will that be? Like, we have to be able to come in and do our jobs.
Did I ever tell you about, remember when I went to, you probably don't, but I went to IEM, Intel Extreme Masters?
Yes, I do remember that.
And
wasn't that where you beat up that girl in like Mario Kart?
No, that was...
that was PAX.
Nope. That was a specific Nintendo event.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's an awful person, basically.
I really... Ugh, people, I'm not going to go over that story, but no, we were able to go backstage, and we wanted to, we were going to make a video of the like...
Oh, that's right. Of the big like video wall or whatever. Or like some display or networking?
It was the control center, how they manage all the incoming streams and how they like mux it all together to send it out to people and stuff. And we made a video back there, and the what is it? ESA or something? The ESEA?
I'm not sure.
ESEA? The company that like runs the, I think it's ESEA. ESEA. I think it was, I don't remember. The company that was running the tournament.
Yeah.
They saw the video go up. We're like, what? Because Intel was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then just got us back there. And then none of the people that were there were like, this is a problem. Because I was clearly being escorted by Intel people. So they were like, I don't know. But the people that actually owned that section, which was not Intel, were like, huh? And it ended up all being totally fine.
Right.
But
there can be very sensitive information, right?
Yeah.
And Fostapago over on Twitch chat says, that's right, I agree, but Linus put it in a way that sounded pretty bossy.
Huh?
Well, yeah, I did. Because if you expect me to come in and do my job, which is to make your thing be interesting.
I think it was the how high part.
Well,
got a little.
That's the answer. Don't tell me how to do my job. I've been doing it longer than you. That's the reality of it. And so if your goal is to have me come in, yeah, thanks. If your goal is to have me come in and make an interesting video, then you have to facilitate it. You can't be blocking me. We're on the same team is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
There can potentially be certain things, but there needs to like...
I'm reasonable.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But that's the reason that I specifically said that this is really challenging when it comes to industrial or enterprise applications, because it's not immediately relatable. Like making a video about, say, for example, an enterprise storage appliance, okay? Making that interesting to 1 million people or 2 million people is not simple. And it's not something that's necessarily intuitive to the kinds of people that work in PR or corporate communications for a company that produces a product like that.
Especially if you can like only look at it from the outside or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So if I show up and I'm like, hey, I want to see the backplane. And they're like, no, sorry. And I go, okay, I need to open the chassis. And they're like, no. And I kind of go, video. Well, I need to see the cooling system. And they go, sorry, we can't show you that. Right? Then you're basically asking me to come and do my job while you put up obstacles that prevent me from doing my job.
Yeah.
Right? So
they just want a bad advertisement at that point, but they don't even realize it would be bad. And that's it. So they just want an advertisement. It's like, no, it has to be interesting.
Exactly. Exactly. There's nothing that grinds my gears more than someone who expects me to come in and produce an ad for them. Like, no, this is a give and take relationship. I need content. You want content. Let's work together is the point that I was trying to make. And so when it comes, HP had a SAN years ago, right? So when it comes to creating obstacles for me, no, I don't tolerate it. I just won't go. I'll say, look, these are the terms. You have to be open with us. You have to give us access. We have to be able to climb up on a thing if that's what we need for an interesting shot. You got to accept that. And if you don't, then have someone else do your corporate tour video and no one will watch it because there's a reason people watch what we do and they don't watch that because that's boring.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in and make not boring content because I can't upload that. That's the way it is. Robin5693 asks, Linus, what if there's a safety reason you're not allowed, like a radiation area? Then the next thing I'll say is, okay, I want to see the control center for the radiation control system.
Or something. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
You have to give me something.
And like you said, be reasonable.
It's a visual medium, right? Yeah. And Negev says, oh wait, why was Luke escorted by Intel people? Because you just are. When you're in a restricted area, you need an escort. That's normal. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
It's not that we don't understand how the world works. It's just that a lot of the time, the people working in these jobs don't understand how content works. They don't do it day to day. They don't get it. They watch the video and they go, wow, that's a lot of views. And a lot of the times they just haven't even watched any of our actual content. Like I've shown up and they didn't realize that I was going to start taking things apart. And I go, well, did you even know who I am? Why did you even call me? You know?
What are things?
Which is fine. I don't expect everyone to know who I am. It's just that if you went to the trouble to fly me here, I figured you might. That's all.
Yeah.